Letting go of deep friendships, a silent reality of growing up. What if the people who once knew you best slowly faded into the background? No arguments, no betrayals. Just time, and the quiet unraveling of what once felt unbreakable. Across Asia, a silent shift is happening. Not loud, but deeply personal. And it's changing how an entire generation defines friendship. Welcome to Live Stoic. Live strong his skull. Where we trade illusions for truth. Where emotions are felt, but not obeyed. Where clarity is power, and discipline is freedom. This is not just a channel. This a mindset. Live has Biaratini. It's a journey of conscious living. Let's begin. Aaron's story, the last one who stayed. Aaron once had a group of friends he called family. They grew up side by side, sharing crusty bread when there was little, and wild dreams when the world still felt wide open. One night, after graduation, they climbed up to the old-school rooftop, 5 silhouettes under a sky full of stars. They laughed, made promises. "We'll always keep in touch," someone said. Everyone nodded, but life has its own quiet way of turning pages. Years passed, messages slowed down, calls became postponed plans. And then, silence. Not sudden, just steady. One afternoon, while packing up old boxes, Aaron found a photo. 5 friends, laughing so hard their eyes disappeared. He stared at it for a while, and it clicked. Nobody left out of anger. They just took different turns. And in that realization, he didn't feel sadness. He felt peace. Friendship doesn't always break. Sometimes, it just ends, while you weren't looking. From that day forward, Aaron no longer clung to anyone. He stayed open, stayed kind, but stopped holding on too tightly. To him, friendship was never about ownership. It was about walking together, for as long as the road allowed. And when someone took a different path, he simply smiled and thought, "Thank you for walking with me, even just for a while." In his quietest moments, Aaron learned a truth most people fear. You might be the one left standing at the end, and that's okay. That's more than okay. Aaron didn't lose his friends. He just stopped chasing what no longer stayed. Mulmanani battery kan mani battery. That's not loneliness. That's grace. From the bottom of my heart, I want to express my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you, no matter where you are in the world, for taking the time to watch this video. Your presence and support are the driving force that keeps me creating and sharing. No words can truly capture the depth of my appreciation. Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing. And thank you for walking this journey with me. The slow drift of companionship. In youth, friendships often feel endless. They burn bright, unfiltered, intense, full of laughter at 2 a.m. and promises made under the stars. We lean on each other without hesitation. We dream loudly, together. But as years pass, life folds in on itself. Priorities shift. Calendars fill. Responsibilities multiply. And without conflict, without goodbyes, something begins to fade. Dasa, prayer. What was once connection becomes check-ins. What was once presence becomes polite silence. Prayer. Leo Nakamura knows this shift well. In his younger years, he and his friends stayed up all night, talking about everything and nothing. That warmth felt permanent. But now, things are different. Conversations grow shorter. Trust feels further away. The ease of connection no longer comes naturally. Life changes, he reflects, his tone soft but certain. And friendship often fades quietly, not because of betrayal, but because we grow apart. He doesn't say it with bitterness, just acceptance. And now, he teaches his daughter something he learned the hard way. Eventually, everyone leaves. Not out of cruelty, but because that's how life often works. Quiet, steady, and without warning. A generation of quiet solitude. Leo's story is part of a much larger pattern, one that quietly echoes across cities and countries. In South Korea, a 2024 report found that the average young adult has only 2 close friends. Shockingly, nearly 1 in 4 say they have no one they feel comfortable confiding in. In major cities like Seoul, Busan, Incheon, and Daegu, time spent with friends has dropped dramatically, falling below 8 hours per week. Even then, over half of young adults now say they prefer low-intensity friendships, casual, consistent, but emotionally distant. This isn't detachment, it's self-preservation. Many are exhausted, overextended. They crave connection, yes, but only the kind that doesn't require too much of them. The rise of situational bonds. So, friendships evolve. Instead of deep, daily companionships, many now find comfort in simpler ties. The rise of moku culture, meeting friends casually for meals or shared interests, shows how connection has shifted. And then there are the zero-sugar friendships, light, kind, and free of emotional burden. These aren't fake friendships. They're real, just different. They don't demand much. They offer presence without pressure, closeness without cost. In a world that's always rushing, always demanding, perhaps that's the only kind of friendship that feels safe. But is this enough for the human heart? Can something so quiet still feel real? If friendship once drifted quietly into distance, what pushes it further is not anger, but time. Or rather, the brutal lack of it. The pressure of time and isolation. South Korea's National Time Use Survey lays bare a difficult truth. On average, young adults have just 3.5 hours of free time per day. And of that, less than 20 minutes is spent in direct social interaction. The rest? Work, caregiving, commuting, or simply collapsing in solitude, trying to recover from the weight of survival. Even a simple phone call, a once warm gesture of connection, now causes anxiety. A text left unanswered, a missed message, unread. Friendship for many is no longer a foundation. It has become a choice of convenience, picked up when light, dropped when heavy. Some don't stop caring, they just don't have the capacity anymore. New sanctuaries in changing seasons. But even as traditional bonds fade, some people discover friendship in unexpected places. Less intense, perhaps, but no less real. Naomi Ishida used to find companionship at work, quick lunches, office birthdays, chats by the coffee machine. But when she left her job to raise her children, those friendships dissolved. Not out of conflict, but out of rhythm. She felt adrift until she stumbled into a new rhythm. At a local yoga studio, she found herself among other mothers. They didn't talk about promotions or pressure. They spoke softly, about back pain, about toddlers, about what was for dinner. In those ordinary exchanges, Naomi found something gentle but grounding. It wasn't the kind of friendship that burns bright, but it warmed her slowly. And in that quiet warmth, she found herself again. Friendship as passage, not possession. Leo, too, still values deep connection. but he sees the truth with unblinking clarity. Lasting friendship exists. It's just rare now. And more. Even marriage to him feels like a situational bond, a shared chapter, not a forever guarantee. Friendship isn't a destination, he reflects. It's the company you keep along the way. A Stoic does not fear change. He does not clutch what is already slipping away. He moves with the current, accepts the impermanence, and walks beside others for as long as they walk beside him, because true friendship cannot be demanded. It cannot be scheduled. It does not bloom under pressure. It grows quietly, like moss on stone, slow, unnoticed, but strong. And when it comes, you honor it. When it fades, you thank it. And in the space between, you learn to stand beside yourself, unafraid, and enough. People come, people go. Some stay for a season, some stay for a sentence. But your peace? That stays, if you protect it. So walk with those who walk with you. And when the path splits, don't chase. Stand still. Be the friend you needed. Be the silence you once feared. Be the presence you were searching for. And when alone, walk on. You are not empty. You are whole. Thank you for your time. If one idea touched you today, come back next time. It may reach deeper. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs a quiet moment. See you in the next video.